I was always the type of person that never had any moderation when it came to drugs and alcohol. In fact, when I got high or when I got drunk, a lot of artists are like, I need to get high in order to be creative. For me personally, I would get high and I would just stare at the piece of paper. I would usually play Grand Theft Auto, I would jack off, I would take a nap, and I would... Now there's nothing wrong with jacking off and playing Grand Theft Auto. Do not get me wrong. But when you're jacking off and playing Grand Theft Auto for like 3 years in a row and you're not making hip-hop music, life starts to kind of suck, right? Now, for me, I knew from an early age. I started rapping when I was 14 years old, and I knew from an early age that if I was going to be successful in hip-hop, I was going to have to get sober, and I finally did it in 2008 for the first time. Now, my dream in music has always been, I never needed a packed arena. Now this is incredible, but I never needed that. I never needed a house, I never needed a car. I just wanted to make music, and I wanted to do it to the point where I could travel and live off of the music that I made. That was it. I just wanted to get in front of people. It didn't have to be a lot of people. In 2009, like I said earlier, Ryan and I put out the Versus EP, and slowly we started to go travel America. And we started out in front of like 8 people. And then it was like 12 people the next show. The next show is like 15 people. And then the next show was like 5 people. And we're like, man, this sucks, dude. But we kept going. And finally we got in front of like 100 people, 200 people, and started to grow. And for the first time in my life, I was successful in hip-hop music and doing what I had always dreamed of. Now, when you are touring, and I touched on it a little bit earlier, but when you're touring and you're in front of all these people every single night, you get used to this energy, right? And we get tired on the road. You know, we're eating McDonald's and shit, and we're not sleeping, and there's interviews, and your voice starts to hurt. You start to get worn down by the road. But every single night that you step on stage and you get in front of all these people, you're revitalized, and you're reminded why you make art. Every single night. Because of the energy that you guys give us. Now, a little over a year ago, I got off the road, and I was used to all that energy. And you get home, and you sit down, and you're like, man, I am alone. I'm alone. And we don't have your guys' energy to feed off of. And it's a very weird transition getting back after you've been on the road for a couple months. And I just wanted to get out of my head. Do you guys ever feel like that? Like you just want to escape your own thoughts? And a couple bad rationalizations led to me relapsing and losing 3.5 years of continuous sobriety that I had gotten up until that point. When this happened, I didn't know what to do. I didn't tell Ryan. I didn't tell my girlfriend. I didn't tell my manager. I didn't tell anybody. I felt like I had failed not only myself, not only the people in my life that I loved and that loved me, but I felt like I had failed everybody, every one of you guys that would come out to the shows, connect with the song Other Side that I wrote about getting sober. I felt like I failed all of you and I didn't know what to do. For me, music has always been my therapy, and I went into the studio. I was carrying this crazy weight, and I went into the studio and Ryan was making the beat. And I sat down and I wrote this song. It's called Starting Over.